Hey, how's it going though? How's it going? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody had a fantastic weekend. And hopefully everybody's start to y'all's week is excellent, bro. I really do. I hope that for the best. Shout out to Sharvy in the chat. Please go make sure if y'all don't already give her a follow. Let me go ahead and shout her out real quick. I don't know how to do that actually. Give me a second. Shout out, shout out. There it is. Shout out. And then it's gonna be Sharvy. Double underscore. Facts, facts, facts. Anyways, hopefully everybody's doing fantastic. I missed y'all, missed y'all, missed y'all. Let me know what y'all think of the new camera settings. If it's too bright, let me know. I think I could move this up a little bit more. Hold up. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. So it's not so like the fear of God is looking into me. You know what I'm saying? How's that? How's that? Is that any better? Is that any better? I can't tell. I can't tell. But hopefully everybody here is having a fantastic start of their week. My Monday so far, very, very. Oh yeah. Okay. 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 My bad. Hey, Cam, nice and vibrant. Are you saying my? You think my thing is too saturated? Yo, cam. Speaking of, yo, camera is that's a nice camera. That's a nice camera. Whatever you have is like professional. This not professional. This not professional. Almost think my contrast is too high. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Y'all gonna be here with me. Y'all gonna actually be here with me while I go ahead and configure this video. Let me drop my contrast a little bit. Now it looks solid, looks fine. Alright, I think I dropped it too much. Let's go like 130. Is that too fuzzy? I'm looking to upgrade mine. What I need to upgrade, not okay. Obviously, my GP, not my GPU, my CPU and motherboard needs to be upgraded. That's hardware. That's PC issues. For my stream, I could really use a. This is what I need. I need a stream deck. That's what I need, and maybe like a Elgato mic, just so I could use Elgato software because I heard their software is fire. My software right now for my mic, not that great, especially since it don't work. Like let me. I'll show you exactly. I just got a decent webcam, Insta 360 link. Ooh, let me look that up. I have the Razer Cairo 3. That's what I have. I have the Razer Cairo. Is it 3 or is it X? It might be like the X or Y series. Dude, use Wavelength 3. It's free Elgato software. Works with any mic. I heard about that, man. I did, but when I went to go to download it, when I went to go download like their little their beta thing, it just said my system didn't meet its requirements. It made me sad. It made me sad, low key, low key. Let's bump you up to 140. Ooh, no, 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 not you. I think you're good. Well, could you 125? That works actually. That looks alright. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm slowly upgrading my PC. How was my day? It was very hard. It was very very hard. It was a hard. They worked me like a dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. They worked me like a dog. they worked me. They worked me like a dog. It was just a tough day. Valentine's Day weekend was a very tough day at work. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. It really is what it is. How about you, Pookie? How was your day? You been at work? Shout out to all our service workers out there. Y'all do not get enough credit. Y'all do not get enough credit. Word of my holy. What is good with it, Malakit? Welcome to the Pandemonium. How you doing, bro? How you doing, gang? We are we are doing stuff to my camera. That's why nothing's happening right now. We've been yapping. I configure video. Oh, oh, it's saved. Okay, cool. What you mean I disappeared? Oh yeah, I had it set up for my own stream, gang. But shout out to Wellenbro too. He be having me cracked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be cracking up when I'm in his chat, bro. I be genuinely cracking up. That boy is so entertaining. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pause. I didn't mean to say it like that. Please don't let me get away with that. That thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. One, I said, how did I disappear? I said that I had to go set up my own stream. That's why I disappeared. Um, Two, how am I the weirdest of the group? I thought, what do you mean? I thought I was the most chill dude of the group. You know what I'm saying? It was great, bro. I was waiting on your reply since you ended your stream last stream. Haha. Yeah, you're right. I just have not checked Discord today. I did like my due diligence, checking in on my communities and different servers like that. But like my DMs, I still have to go through my DMs. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, LMAO. I didn't think it was funny. I was being for real. I was being for real, Sharpie. Speaking of, where is my cellular device? I don't know what I did with my cellular device, chat. Y'all see it? Y'all see it anywhere? Where did I leave it at? Paul. Oh, I dropped it. I'm stupid. I dropped it. I dropped it. Don't remember what you being saying. First of all, I don't think you remember a single lesson in English, bro. Uh, don't you remember what you've been saying? I don't remember. I do not remember. Not at all. What am I missing? Gotcha, gang. Hold up. I'm checking right now. I'm checking my DMs right now. Oh, you have. Dang, you blew me up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Actually. Uh, thank you for the love, and you send me your prices, and we will talk. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Maybe something creative. Awesome, 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 beautiful. Oh, hydrate. W hydrate. W hydrate Pookie. Gosh, again, don't forget to check out the stream. When no one's around, but when you're with others. What are you talking? Even when I'm doing collabs, I feel like I'm pretty chill. W hydrate, by the way. Only thing I can't like control myself with is when I see a nice piece of cake or some nice cherries, I gotta say something. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. When you're not in stream, you be saying the freakiest stuff. I do not. I do not. Don't listen to him, Chad. Malekil, somebody time out Malekil. Buppy, if you hear, oh my god, I'm running out of stuff to block me with. What do you want to hit me with? What do you want to hit me with, Sharvie? What do you want to hit me with, Sharvie? You want to hit me with a Lego set or like a controller? Let's do the Lego set. We're gonna hit myself upside the head with a Lego set. This is the head of Darth Vader. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Nice bonk. Nice bonk for y'all. Very sturdy piece of Legos. Very sturdy piece of Legos. I thought it was going to crash and I have to rebuild it all over again. A metal bat, that's attempted murder. Somebody get Malekil. Why is he not timed out yet? That's attempted murder. Let me send my stuff to my Discord, or at least send it to Buppy, because He don't ever know when I'm live unless I actually send him a link. So let me do that real quick. Sharpie should have said metal bet. I appreciate you, sorry, for saying that my Legos are nice. It means a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot. Hold up, I gotta do my going live announcement. Sharpie should have said metal bet. No, I'm messing. Don't you dare. I will. Can you play piano? Yes, I can. I can play cello, piano, drum set, bass drums, tenor drums, and I guess by coincidence you could play snare drum as well. Duh. If you can play tenors, if you can play tenor, bass, and snare, of course you can play drum set. Duh, tight shit. I'm trying to think. Do I play anything else? I guess if it counts, though it's percussion. It's basically just like a glock. So I think in high school I played glockenspiel until I moved up to vibraphone, and then I told them that I knew how to play keyboard, so they put me on keyboard, and then I did that for a little minute. Then I did bass drums, and then I learned tenor, and then tenor was like my whole thing. Uh, and obviously, if you can play tenor or bass drums, of course you can play snare. It's the same thing, just one drum. Um, then in college, when I was in the college band, I actually decided to take on bottom bass. That was a time, especially for parades. Ridiculous, ridiculous. Hold up. I'm doing my. I gotta do my shout out. I gotta do my shout out. I'm disappearing. I ain't trying to get timed out for 10 minutes too. Oh, okay. First of all, I'd only time you out for 60 seconds. Whoever be timing you out for 300 seconds, ridiculous, Malakil. It's not happening. See ya, bro. Later, gang. You enjoy it. You enjoy yourself. Tell Willem, bro, I say what's up. Or Taz, or whoever you're going to go see. We reacting tap and twin. Tap and twin. Then we're gonna do the little arrow keys. Boom, bada bow. Copy and pause. No, paste. Paste. Fat fingers. Fat fingers. I'm gonna have to lose some weight. These fingers killing me. Um, Forward to Buppy, and then I guess I can also forward it to. Wait, did I? I didn't. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm stupid. All right, self promo. I'm gonna have to do it on my self promo chats. Self promo to Knock. Self promo to Shingoku. Yeah, I'm good with that. All right, cool, cool, cool. Even though I've been. All right, see ya. Oh, okay, I'll stay then. All right, Malakil, make up your mind. Make up your mind. Oh my god, my autofocus. Why didn't y'all tell me my autofocus was tripping? All right, so we do got reacts, but I have to say I fell off, chat. I've had to fall off. I fell off, chat. Real talk. And if you're confused of why I'm saying I fell off, oh my god, don't do that. If you're confused of why I'm saying I fell off, it's quite simple. It really is quite simple. I have nothing to react to on TikTok. Y'all used to blow me up with TikToks. Nobody's sent me no type of TikTok to watch. So I fell off. That's the only thing I could think of. I fell off. Y'all don't like sending me nothing to react to. So we have literally been yapping until I guess whenever I start the long form reactions, which I know we've been doing a lot of animation verses, and I do want to get into that, but there's a lot, and I don't want that just to be my only thing I watch on Mondays. We are going to get into the death battle, which I'm also super stoked about. Real talk, real talk. Them death battles, top tier, bro. The Bowser versus Eggman, that one got me. That one was really good. That was a really good one. I'm mad about the Asta versus Deku. Yeah, I'm mad about the Asta versus Deku, but it is what it is. It really is what it is. Y'all so in the shadow realm. All y'all in the shadow realm. Okay. That's cool though. It's cool though. It's cool though. Yeah, whatever. Get out my face, bro. Dang. All right. Pandemonium. Let's go into our forums, which is going to be reactions. And we got the animation versus, right? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Death battle. That's what we want. Want a nice little death battle. Copy link. Is that the thing we could do? Copy text. Boom. Perfect. 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 Exit out of Discord. Let's go. Take this into here. Open that up to here, and then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna copy paste. Oh, okay. Cap. Okay, so we're not gonna copy paste. That's what we're not gonna do. We're gonna have to open up Discord again. For whatever reason, this is not working for y'all. Ah, there it is. No, it is. No, it is. Now we gotta open up Discord again, and then copy link. Copy message link. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're gonna copy paste this link. Yes, that looks like a legitimate link. That was not a legitimate link. Okay. YouTube. What do I have to do here? What do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do? Copy link. Copy the link. Please. Now we're gonna Yes, that's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, who do we have? Oh, another Midoriya versus or another Midoriya battle. That could be saved for soon. Ooh, Shigaraki versus Mahito. It would have to be Shigaraki. Yeah, it would have to be Shigaraki. No, 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 Mahito. Nah, it had to be Mahito, Mahito. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. It's Mahito all day. It's all day. I forgot that disintegration BS is not going to do nothing to him. It's not going to do nothing to him, bro, because he could just, if he doesn't think his soul disintegrated, unless Shigaraki had a way to disintegrate his soul too, it's not going to work how he thinks it's going to work. Excuse me. Oh, my Spotify's still playing. Y'all could have told me my music was still playing. Okay.
Shigaraki versus Mahito.
The symbol of fear versus the human disaster curse.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons.
How's it sound, chat? Can you still hear me, chat? How's it sound? Is the sound even?
Tenko Shimura was just a sweet, shy boy who loved superheroes.
But sometimes
all right.
the hand of fate
First, what we're not gonna do, okay,
Shy boy
is use that photo because that. What is up, Bumpy? What is up? What we're not gonna do is use that photo because that's actually a photo of his dad when he's younger. Okay, that's a photo of his dad when he was younger. That is not him. Thank you, Matt. Man, I did not think you'd still be here, but I appreciate you. Hey.
The symbol of fear versus
So you're gonna move for a death battle this time? Absolutely, absolutely.
the human disaster curse.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It has to be Mahito.
Was just a sweet, shy boy who
That is not him. That's his father.
But sometimes the hand of fate can't abide sweet shy boys.
Ruthlessly beaten and abused by his hero-hating father, Tenko pushed beyond.
All right, one. Abused is crazy because he only, from what we know, he's only slapped him the one time when he actually did something. So abused is crazy. Maybe neglected, absolutely, absolutely. Mentally abused, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But physical abuse, he only slapped him the once. So yeah, that's that. It's past my bedtime, 6 a.m. Wake up tomorrow. Oh, okay, bro. You about to dip? You have a good night, man. W stream, W streamer. And I appreciate you for being in the chat, bro. Let me shout you out real quick. If y'all haven't, go follow. Go follow, please, and thank you. Shouts out. Shouts out. Good night, good night, good night. And I hope all your bed bugs bite. All of them. Every single one of them. They need a meal too, bro. Bugs gotta eat too.
On his emotional limits until he activated his inherent superpower, or quirk.
It wasn't something cool like flight or super strength. In his terror, he accidentally killed his whole family. Well, except for dear old dad. That one was intentional.
Tenko wandered the streets alone.
Yeah, that was
begging for
intentional. I ain't gonna lie.
anyone to help him. If only
You send it into my Discord. There should be like a little subsection saying forums, and in that forum section, there should say reactions, and that's where you can send me. You can also like pin it what kind, if it's a long TikTok, if it's a short TikTok, stuff like that.
only a hero was there to save him, but instead, the
Or I think we're actually friends on TikTok. If you just send me the TikTok, like DM me on TikTok, send it to me, and then just be like, react to this. I'll just save it for me to react to.
only open hand he found belonged to the devil.
All for one. The greatest supervillain in history.
He took Tenko under his wing, feeding a hatred
Yeah, I got you,
of
I got you.
everyone and everything, and grooming him to one day lead his league.
Say
of
what's up to,
villains in
Ophelia.
destroying Hero society.
With that came a new
Yeah.
name, Komura Shigaraki, and an absolutely nightmarish
But,
word, decay.
I got you.
It does what it says on the tin. Anything Shigi touches with all 5 fingers turns to dust. The perfect power for someone who just wants to destroy. Pretty menacing, if not for that
Oh,
dorky
you
ass
can't send
costume.
links in my chat,
Hands
gang. My
are his
fault.
thing, but come on, they just look so dumb and fake.
Oh, those aren't prosthetics. Those are real hands from his family that he killed, attached to his face, and explicitly commanded to be left there by his mentor so that he would never forget his rage.
Wow.
While his
Wow.
use of decay
I
started
forgot
off
about that.
relatively weak, it rapidly increased in power and range as Shigaraki came into his own.
Decay isn't even limited to whatever he's touching. Anything that touches something he's decaying also decays.
Spreading like an all-consuming miasma that can wipe out anything from an enormous tower to an entire city.
If decay reaches you, your only hope is to isolate the body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
After years of training
Facts.
with the greatest supervillain of all time, Shigaraki was finally put in charge of his own team with one mission.
Yep,
must
he did do
kill
that.
His master's rival, the #1 hero.
Yeah, but a bunch of kids kept stopping
Only
him.
to fall flat on his face.
A bunch of
Shigaraki
kids
was
gotta
a
just stop.
terrible leader, quick-tempered, short-sighted, and, well,
Cringe! Oh, he's just so cringe. He uses gamer lingo unironically. He whines like a baby when things don't go his way.
He was a child, bro. He didn't grow up yet.
In real life, in front of normies.
but they say defeat is the greatest teacher of all. Only through struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction.
Right as All Might's new protege, Izuku Midoriya, was coming into his own as well.
These two rivals, the inheritors of their master's blood feud, would push themselves past their own limitations.
Especially when All Might and All for One double
Ooh.
KO'd each other, leaving Shigaraki to lead the League of Villains all by himself.
And with the stakes higher than ever before, Shigaraki stepped up. He personally battled the monstrous Gigantomachia for a month and a half straight.
Yeah,
and
that was
conquered other
crazy.
villain organizations to create the Paranormal Liberation Front. Thousands of new soldiers for his personal army.
All to impress All for One's personal quack, Dr. Ujiko, who spent months upgrading Shigaraki's body to make it more like his sensei's. It might have been constant agony, but Shigi went from Chud to Chad.
Ujiko's experimentation.
Chad is a
vastly
strong
increased
word. I don't know
Shigaraki's
about that.
strength, speed, and durability. enough to match and surpass even All Might's absurd power.
Sharing All Might's power between them, Deku and Bakugo were able to punch an island-sized hole in a cloud that reached 24 miles into the sky. We've calculated that before to be nearly 80 million megatons of TNT, almost as much as the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs.
And Shigaraki can now move fast enough that his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch laser beams.
And he's tough enough to survive
That's true.
Star and Stripes Intercontinental Ballistic Cruise Punch. Now the new name for my penis. Move over, gigantic Omega Storm.
Yo.
Anyway, it also made a blast so big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth.
Though he might seem invincible, when Shigaraki's body is pushed hard enough,
I
he
think
will
this
evolve
battle's
into a state
animations
of
was made by some
uncontrollable
person who
power.
made Bowser and
So
Eggman,
decay
I think.
became- Oh shit! More hands!
Shigaraki can spontaneously generate flesh into existence, seemingly oceans of it in an instant, whenever he wants. He can even use it
That's
as a
gonna be
temporary
hard
armor
for
to defend
Mahito.
himself in
That's gonna
close
be
combat.
hard for
But
Mahito.
that's nothing compared to Ujiko's greatest gift. Shigaraki wanted to be the new All for One. So what better way than the old man's quirk?
All for One's quirk, All for One, allows its user to steal and store quirks with just a touch.
And All for One has hundreds of them stored up, collected over the years.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence in the form of a spirit, a vestige.
Kind of
Yeah.
like a piece of their soul. They exist in this kind of psychic world in Shigaraki's body and can even act as a spiritual defense should it be invaded.
And with those vestiges came quirks like super fast healing, air blast, radio waves, flight, telekinesis, teleportation of others, and the ability to track foes.
He can
Yes,
even
he's cool.
combine
I
multiple
don't think
quirks
he's being
together,
Mahito.
like in this
I don't
big-ass
think he's
electric
being Mahito, though.
Kamehameha.
However, any vestige stolen or destroyed will also remove that quirk from Shigaraki's repertoire. They're also sentient, and some can even fight for control.
Which is when the second shoe finally dropped. Because Shigaraki also got All for One's vestige, that means All for One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last 15 years molding for him to take over.
Shigaraki's entire existence was planned from the beginning. Why? Because All Might's previous mentor was Nana Shimura, Tenko's grandmother.
Oh, that's a mess.
Yeah,
with
that
All
was
Might.
crazy.
That's some next level hating right there.
He manipulated Shigaraki's entire life, all for one purpose: to create a soul so corrupted it would grind away at All Might's perfect world, allowing All for One to take full control.
But All for One's possession wasn't complete.
You know what? All for
Shiggy
One was a
managed to
genius,
fight
though.
his
I ain't
way
gonna
back to
lie.
the top, literally decaying his way through vestiges
He was-
in the
he was
process,
at it,
all
bro.
by his rival Deku
Top
one last
one
time.
rage baiter, top one a D1 hated for sure. A
Was
D1
too
hater.
far gone. His spirit decayed by years of venomous hatred.
And the new symbol of hope defeated the new
Which
symbol
I
of fear,
guess,
burying All for One's.
because of the whole vestige situation, Shigaraki might have an idea what the shape of his soul is. Low key, no, low key.
For good.
This might be a better fight than I thought it would be.
The heartless destroyer he was raised to be, and not the broken, angry, crying little boy he really was deep inside.
For just that one moment, though, Shiggy got in Deku the only thing he'd been denied his whole life. The one thing his lifelong nihilistic tantrum was really all about. He got a hero who tried to save him. This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robin Hood
Them
Gold,
ads,
you can
bro.
now enjoy the
They
VIP
lucky they got paid
treatment receiving
bills.
Influence darn boosted.
That's any boost investing in 1 year times 24. LL's brother Abe.
They look like I got paid bills. They look like I
Ever
got paid
since
bills.
Cain slew his brother Abel and wetted his fields with his blood,
Ooh.
man's greatest fear has been his fellow man.
Facts.
But what if this fear took on a life of its own?
What if all that negative emotion humans
That's
felt for one another
facts.
spilled
And
from their
animators. I'm
bodies
sure they
and
don't animate it
continued,
themselves, so I'm sure they need to pay
forming,
money for
over
the
time,
animators
a
too.
living being fueled by malice, which believes in nothing but the law of the jungle.
Well, then you'd have the special grade curse with the patch face, Mahito. Oh, I bet
Mahito.
people tell me I've become a human disaster curse when I've had too many mojitos.
Mahito is one of the deadliest beings to ever afflict mankind. He's no mere mortal, though, but a cursed spirit. Innumerable spirits exist, weaker or stronger depending on the amount of anxieties, jealousies, hatreds, and fears humans feel about them.
Like the
Facts.
fear of locusts, kinda weak. Or the fear of smallpox, getting stronger, or the fear of fire. Oh, goodbye, Tokyo.
So it follows that mankind's fear of itself would be extremely powerful. Those negative emotions manifest as Mahito, a being composed of cursed energy.
It's basically like evil ki. Cursed energy can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to see. Only a life or death situation can galvanize a normal person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage. They may be physically present in space, but can only be harmed by attacks that embody spirit matter like cursed energy.
Which makes curses insanely hard to get rid of, like ghosts, cockroaches, or my ex. That's why you need a jujutsu sorcerer to come in and kaizen the shit out of them. They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better.
Curses and sorcerers have battled each other for millennia, waging an endless war over the fate of humanity. Almost exclusively in Japan, though, for some reason.
But
yeah, they got all types of animators. Why each battle looks different. But yeah, that just costs money. That just costs money.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world. In fact, they made Mahito their leader.
And even more frightening than intelligence and
I don't want to be seeing all that.
Mahito possessed philosophy.
Perhaps informed by the tragic meaninglessness of interhuman conflict, Mahito is an existential nihilist, believing in nothing but his own will to power. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and Mahito is the wolf.
Which also makes him kind of a goofball. If nothing matters, why not?
Ooh. Dinner check, dinner check. What y'all think? What y'all think? It look like we got some hot wings, we got some broccoli, and then a bacon potato casserole. What did I say that right? Taste test, taste test, taste test. All right. Are there any different sauces to these wings? What sauce is they? Hot buffalo. Okay, okay, okay. She gave me a lot of drums because drums are always better than flats. Gave me a lot of drums. I'm definitely a drum person. Do not get flats. Don't come around me with no flats, or you're gonna get a flat hand inside your face. Promise you that. Broccoli. Let's try this broccoli real quick. That's a 9 out of 10 right there. That's a good broccoli. That's a good broccoli right there. Now I like the flats more. Yeah, you're tripping. Yeah, you're tripping. You know what, Sharvie? That just means more for you.
More looking for this?
You were. Thank you, though. All right. Bacon potato casserole. Some white people shit. Let's try it.
It's really loaded baked potato casserole.
A loaded baked potato? It look like mashed potatoes.
Casserole.
So a loaded mashed potato casserole. Okay. That's like a 10 out of 10. Nice gooey, crispy outside, creamy inside. All the things you want from a loaded baked potato. But it's got the cheese and the love in it. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice, nice, nice. Last but not least,
I didn't bake these, so they're just.
let's try the wings. Give us like a solid 8 out of 10. Not, the flavor is good. I just wish they were a little crispier.
I'll have to go air fry them, but
I didn't you? I definitely would have. But overall, very good. Very good. All right.
Have fun with the slaughter. Really get your steps in. He loves to dig around and toy with your emotions like a cartoon character before slitting your throat.
An appropriate analogy considering his curse.
Ranch? But if you do air fry them, you mind air frying mine? I said if you do air fry them, do you mind air frying mine? Oh, okay, don't worry about it.
Technique, idol transfiguration.
Using his
That's his trump card right there.
Mahito can control anyone's soul with just a touch. including his own. In fact, he's so good at manipulating his own soul that you can't even kill the bastard without directly targeting it.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the soul and the body share an immutable connection. Whatever happens to the former affects the latter.
This lets Mahito squash, stretch, and shape-shift his body into literally anything he wants. Like Play-Doh, he can turn his limbs into blades or clubs, grow wings like a bird or fins like a fish, reform his body around injuries, or even create clones.
Curse users are naturally unharmed by their own ability. Should he touch a human, though, his alterations to their body are instantly fatal.
And since he's attacking your soul, those physical wounds are gonna be impossible to heal.
Even if his
Facts.
alteration isn't directly fatal, the human body won't last more than a few moments in a transfigured state.
All that with one touch! God, I thought herpes was bad.
His powers
Whoa.
mean Mahito treats humans as effectively disposable dolls that he can gleefully experiment on. The more casualties, the better, especially if he gets to break your spirit first and watch you suffer.
Even
Yeah,
more
he was
twisted is when
crazy.
he combines two transfigured humans together for soul multiplicity, essentially a giant torrent of body horror flesh that he repels at an opponent. Ugh.
Mahito is unbelievably creative.
Gross.
with his
I would hate to see that in
application of
person.
vital
I would hate to see
transfiguration,
that.
And despite being a newborn curse, consistently keeps experienced sorcerers on the back foot.
It helps that he's a quick study who's picked up a number of different curse techniques, like the Black Flash.
By applying cursed energy within 1 microsecond of an impact with an enemy, space itself will distort, exponentially amplifying its force by a factor of 2.5.
Not only does this hurt like a mother, it restores your curse technique and gets you fully in the zone.
And would require reflexes moving nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. It's no surprise then that Mahito also unlocked the pinnacle of sorcerer techniques.
That's
the
facts. I
domain
forgot about that.
Expansion.
Oh shit! More hands! A domain is like a barrier of cursed energy, but if you're caught inside, Mahito can use idle transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
It's called
That's
the
true.
self-embodiment of perfection, the ultimate expression of Mahito's absolute control over his victim's body and soul. The only time it ever failed was against the student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy, Yuji Itadori.
Because
Right.
not only was Yuji
Right.
a barf-inducing goody little two-shoes who believed in the inalienable rights of all living things, blah, 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 he also had a curse inside of him,
The king of curses, Sukuna.
which meant Mahito's ability affected
That's true.
both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna didn't like that. No surprise, and kicked Mahito's ass, forcing Patchface to fight with a handicap whenever facing his pink-haired menace.
Yuji's belief
That's
in the
true,
value of human life
too.
flew
He
directly
did just
in
have
the
just a
face of the
straight
world that
handicap.
Mahito knew to be cruel and meaningless. So he made it his mission to crush Yuji's spirit before killing him, murdering his friends, defiling their corpses, and brutally battering him before going in for the kill.
And he's got the strength
But
to
did he-
do it.
did he get to?
Mahito's one of
Nope.
the most powerful curses in the world, and his growth is exponential.
Fellow disaster curse Jogo was able to summon a massive meteor capable of reducing the city of Shibuya to ash.
That'd take an energy of over 800 kilotons of TNT.
And Mahito can take as good as he can give, especially when, in the throes of struggle against Yuji, he evolved, unlocking a vastly more powerful form, the instant body of distorted killing.
Complete
That's
with
facts.
armored exoskeleton
But I
and
don't
arm
think
plates,
Shigaraki's
this
gonna
was
even
a
get him
taste
to
of the
push him
almighty
to
curse
his
Mahito was
main
growing
form.
into, a true blight on all mankind.
It wouldn't last. In a bitter
Really
battle
don't
of
think
resolve,
so.
Yuji won out. In a dog-eat-dog world, there was now a bigger wolf.
So he tucked tail and ran away like a bitch. And what do you know? Life suddenly
He did run
became
away.
a whole lot more meaningful the second it looked like it was about to end.
All that gleeful nihilism, just a bitter hypocrisy in the end.
For him, maybe, but Mahito found a convert in his archenemy.
Facts.
After a battle that wiped out thousands of innocent people, Yuji's youthful spirit was gone. The only thing left that mattered was exorcising this curse.
In a way, that was Mahito's final victory, the destruction of another human being's soul. He may not have been around to see it, but the curse Mahito inflicted on the world would bring it to its knees. Hey, do you see
He
that
was
join
just
button?
toying with
Yeah,
that.
one. That's your ticket to being a Death Battle champion. As a champion, you get all sorts of exclusive Death Battle content, like extra videos, live chats, and sending us your own matchup ideas. And the support helps us make even more Death Battles.
Wow,
So
this must be
thank you
new
for
because
being
when
a
this was
champion.
made, it was only like 6.1. He's at 6.3. This must be a mad new
Alright,
battle.
The combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
This cat's so bad, bro. Everybody say what's up to Nero. He's so bad. Ooh, my goodness. So this is where the battle's taking place? Ooh, I like this animation. I like this animation.
I'd heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
A freak is crazy.
Literally, do I want to be king of the social rejects? How about I bring them your head instead? Fine by me. Let's call this your audition, Sickum.
Oh, coming in with the no move? I didn't think he would start off like that. Interesting. Shockwave. Shockwave.
Did you actually just say that? God, how lame!
How did mahito do that? You are faster than this. He's not taking this. He's so much faster than this.
Audition over. Did I get the part? Decay!
I was wondering if he's gonna pull out that quirk. I don't know what that quirk's called. It's something to do with like the bones though. I did not think he was gonna get Mahito to pull out. I don't think Shigaraki's like tanking a Black Flash. I'm not gonna lie.
Lane expansion.
Ooh. Ooh. Yes, sir.
I can read your soul. You're just a scared little boy whose daddy was mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hands off my masterpiece.
Ah, yep, he's basically like another Yuji. Yep, that's true. I forgot about that. He is basically like another Yuji.
Too. You only hate humanity because you were born that way. Totally random. I hate them for a reason. You grow up.
I did not think Shigaraki was gonna win this one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
What
lie.
did I say, Wiz? Like a bitch.
With their complex power sets, this match was a puzzle to figure out, which is why we're breaking it down to 3 categories: physical stats, survivability, and their powers.
But first, let's address one thing. Could Shigaraki even see Mahito? He's an invisible curse after all.
Cursed energy and quirks are notably different, and Shigaraki
That's true.
wouldn't be able to see curses normally. However, even regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in life and death scenarios. And with the Surge quirk, Shigaraki would have had no problem tracking it.
So seeing Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
This was no contest. Despite the disaster curses being able to destroy entire cities with their cursed energy, Shigaraki's scaling to Deku and Bakugo meant he was calculably millions of times stronger.
He was faster,
I did
too,
not think that.
considering he could react
I knew
to
he was
light
faster.
beams, while
I knew he was
Mahito's
faster.
Black Flash capped out at nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. Nothing to scoff at, but Shiggy was thousands of times faster. Shigaraki takes stats.
But survivability was a little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of
I mean, no, it's not.
ability,
And Shigaraki's-
was a lot tougher, and
Shigaraki
his
is
ability to
way-
generate new flesh meant that he could heal any wounds he might receive super easy.
However,
Nah,
Mahito is
Mahito
a
has that.
curse, and
Mahito
is immune
takes
to
that.
the kind of overwhelming physical damage Shigaraki could dish out. Not only that, Mahito's regenerative ability via idle transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual damage.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in survivability.
Which presents a crucial question. Could Shigaraki even kill a curse like Mahito in the first place?
Or would Mahito's unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with idle transfiguration?
It all comes down to their powers.
Shigaraki had a lot more variety with all of the crazy quirks All For One had collected over all the years, but none that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean idle transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things, Shigaraki's
R.I.P.
vestiges
Nanami.
served as a spiritual shield from the effects of idle transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like
true, too.
entities inside of him. Sure, each one down means he loses a quirk, but that's more than enough time to land a single hit with Decay, especially considering how much
I didn't think
faster
Decay
Shiggy
could
is.
kill him,
And
though.
Mahito has no way to defend against Shigaraki's primary quirk. Decay has affected spiritual beings in the past. Again, vestiges. In fact, he was able to damage Deku's vestige and have that damage transferred to the Deku in the real world.
Mahito may be made of spirit energy,
Ooh,
but he
I did
still
not-
has a physical
I'm
form.
not caught up on
In
My
fact,
Hero, so I didn't know
sorcerers
that.
couldn't naturally target the soul were able to fight him on even footing. No reason to think Shiggy wouldn't decay him like everyone else.
Giving Shigaraki the third and final edge. It was a unique duel to the death, but Shigaraki's overwhelming might, unstoppable powers, and deadly decay spelled the end for the disaster curse.
Nothing else to say. You really gotta hand it to Shigaraki.
The winner is
Ah.
Tomura Shigaraki.
Oh my god.
Next time
The way you
on
said that.
Death Battle.
The way you just said that, bro.
Couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
Golly, what a nuts battle. It was an insane battle for sure. It was an insane battle for sure. It was insane, bro. That was actually insane. All right, what's next? What's next? Which one do I want to do next? Omni-Man versus Bardock. That's interesting. Let's see. So what do you want to watch now? More death battles or something else? Do you want me to watch something else? I was just going to do more death battles. I don't mind whatever. All right, bet I'm gonna do some more death battles. Let's see here. What looks the best to me? Ooh, this one. This one right here. Don't forget the list of death battles at the top. New videos below the old.
This
Right.
episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Full Sail.
Full Sail University offers associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees designed for the world of filmmaking, music, gaming, art,
You can earn your
gone on to learn EDU.
They got some bills to pay, don't they? They got some bills to pay.
Steven Universe, a superpowered half-human, half-gem teenager.
and Star Butterfly, Wild Child.
It
Princess
has to
from
be
another
Steven
dimension.
Universe. I'm gonna be
They
mad
both
if it's
struggle
not
with
Steven
their
Universe.
responsibilities to save the world, but when pitted against each other, whose heroics will triumph?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job
It
to
has to be
analyze their
Steven
weapons,
Universe.
armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. The Diamond Authority was an alien superpower set on conquering the universe for their own gain.
They're literally diamonds, like shiny alien rock people.
As the most powerful of the gems, the diamonds led armies of lesser gems, including pearls, amethysts, and others, to prepare planets for destruction by the Authority.
Facts.
These armies were trusted.
You
to
want some
obey.
wings? Am I making you hungry, Sharvie?
Rock person, Rose
I'm
Quartz.
sorry, I am tearing
She'd
these
been
up.
living on
I am
Earth
tearing
and
these
really
up.
liked the place, so she was leading her own group of gems in rebellion.
Go get you some
the
wings.
Crystal Gems.
What you got?
To which the
Wingstop?
three diamonds of the
Buffalo Wild
Authority
Wings?
responded by trying to destroy every gem left on Earth.
That sounds like overkill, but in a huge blast of light, every gem was corrupted or destroyed, except for Rose and her closest gems, a garnet and pearl. She'd managed to defend them all with her shield.
Given
Don't
the
forget
light
about
emanating from this
Spinel.
attack and its distance, we can estimate it to be over 843 million tenajoules per second of energy.
Joules? More like jewels, am I right?
That's what I said?
No, like with the W. Never mind.
Well, now with the diamonds rebuffed, Rose was able to settle down, and she even met a human she got along with, Greg Universe.
Got along with a
Badass.
little
I
too
wish
well.
My last name was Universe. They got along so well that one thing led to another, and whoops! Rose had to give up her body so their son could be born.
True to his heritage, Steven has many gem-related powers. Since when Rose gave up her body to create him, she effectively gave him all of her power as well, including her own gem. And while Steven's a stalwart pacifist, this led to him following in her footsteps to defend Earth from the diamonds when they
He is a
inevitably
pacifist.
returned.
He is a
But
pacifist.
he's got plenty of ways to defend himself and the others. He can create shields and bubbles to protect from different attacks, use bubbles to teleport things away, and shapeshift to get bigger.
He can also control his personal gravity to float or jump as high as he wants. And he can even fuse with other gems, or sometimes a human.
Wonder what a fusion between us would look like.
Fusions tend to result in a more powerful entity than the sum of its parts, but I'm not sure that would happen.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't be able to handle it.
Sure. Anyway, as a gem, Steven is much stronger than an
Shout out
average
to
gem. While he
Peridot.
doesn't look for conflict
Or no, not
always
Peridot,
looks
Lapis
for
Lazuli.
him.
Lapis
Like
Lazuli,
when
I'm
he's taken
stupid.
on huge monsters or pushed through the G-forces of faster-than-light travel.
And when he's in a fight, he combines that crazy strength with awesome speed and agility. He can outrun an alien security system with electric fire and ice attacks, and he's dodged lasers. Even if he can't get away in time, Steven survived an entire temple exploding and taken hits from a bunch of gems, which is huge. I mean, Garnet once punched so hard she could split a mountain.
Another gem he's on par with, Lapis, telekinetically lifted the entire ocean into the atmosphere. Boomstick, do you know how heavy the ocean is?
No, do you know how heavy the ocean is?
The effort required for that would be anywhere from 92 petatons to over 10 zetatons of TNT.
Man, that's a lot of water. His bubble and shield are also way
Zetatons,
stronger
it's
than they
crazy.
look, since they can defend against attacks from the diamonds themselves. Not even Steven's spit could have helped with that attack. Oh, if you haven't heard, his spit can heal people.
His saliva can even give plants, like fruit, humanoid form. Just spitting out seeds from a watermelon has gotten Steven in quite a bind before.
Hey, you have a good night, Malakil. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.
That's not gonna pop up
And have the
attack me, is
great
it?
rest of your week. I'll see you on Friday.
Regular watermelons don't attack people, but depending on Steven's emotional state, he has varying control over his plant-based life form.
You gonna eat that? Aside from his
That was
spit,
gross.
Steven's tears have brought people back from the dead. They just turn pink and have powers of their own after. It's weird.
Despite not being one to pursue conflict, Steven's been stuck for a while making the best of carrying on Rose's duty. So his kindness and feelings of responsibility for those around him push him to use those healing abilities whenever he can. He can even mend himself with accelerated healing that lets him fix fractures and minor injuries nearly immediately.
And when Steven's
Crazy.
knocked out, he can leave his physical body, sort of like a ghost. The drawback is he can't physically
I forgot
interact
about
with
that.
anything while he's projecting. But when Steven goes to sleep normally, he can possess other people's bodies. Good luck trying to fall asleep in a fight, though. I've tried.
But protecting the Earth wasn't the only surprise Steven's mother left for him. As it turns out, she was never actually Quartz at all. She was, in fact, Pink Diamond, one of the
Facts.
heads of the Diamond Authority.
What?
Despite being sent to Earth to conquer it, she fell in love with the planet, which led her to give up her title and transform into Rose Quartz. All of this was withheld from Steven for most of his life, as Pearl worried how the truth might change him.
Oh, believe me, parental trauma will take a toll on anyone's mental
That's
state.
facts, and he got
when
plenty of that.
Steven gets too overwhelmed, he taps into his latent diamond abilities, making everything way stronger and way killier.
In this, his pink state, he's so fast his perception of time slows to a crawl. His bubble and shield become hexagonal and strong enough to crush other gems. Like when he lost control of his emotions in a fight with Jasper and killed her.
He did bring her back to life with his super tears, but that kind of stuff made him think he was a monster, and he basically turned
became
into a
the
pink
one,
state
yep.
Godzilla.
But this wasn't Steven hulking out all of a sudden. It was the result of a full emotional breakdown after years of stress and trauma.
Luckily, his friends came in clutch and it worked out okay. But he still risks becoming a monster if he's ever completely emotionally broken.
With the support of the crystal gems, his dad, and his friends, Steven managed to work through his personal issues, so hopefully he's not faced with becoming a monster ever again.
I don't know about that
one
one.
less monster to worry about, Tokyo. And since Monster Steven has the same power as his pink state, just with absolutely no control, Steven's still powerful enough to take on anything in his way.
Of course, if it was up to Steven Universe, everyone would just be friends.
Yep, that's true.
And Pearl.
And Steven. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are the crystal
Marco
gems.
met the new exchange student at his school, he thought he was just making a new friend from a different place.
And he definitely didn't think she'd be a magical princess who'd drag him along for all of her crazy adventures.
This girl from Muni
Mew what?
was a little weird and a little wild. And on top of bringing magic to Earth,
Gonna
she
get a
might have
little
brought along
weird.
few
Gonna
extras as
get a
well.
little
This displaced
wild.
heir to the throne and defender against monsters was none other than Star Butterfly.
She may have been backed up by generations of magic users before her and super strong in her own right, but Star wasn't the perfect princess.
She would have been sent to the terrifying and personality-draining St. Olga's School for Wayward Princesses, but luckily, Star's parents took one look at that place and decided, no way, she's going to Earth instead.
You know, Earth really isn't the best place for her to be practicing magic. We're not used to people casually casting spells here. What'll humans say?
Well, since Star is a Mewman...
What the f*** is a Mewman?
That's what the people of Muni are called. She's already superhuman compared to her peers on Earth. She survived a blast that leveled the top of Castle Muni, and can use her wings to help her get out of the way in a pinch.
What, those tiny
Barely,
things?
barely.
There's no way she can actually fly with them. At least she can make a bubble around herself to defend against attacks.
Her butterfly heritage also grants her the Magic Instruction Book. This spell book is incredibly important, as it contains spells created by all the magical rulers of Muni that came before her. And she creates her own spells too, like Cupcake Blast, which fires a beam filled with cupcakes.
Okay, half of these spells don't make any sense. Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist? Starfish Tsunami? What the hell are these names? I want a Jelly Bean Hallucination Mist. I feel like you'd pay for that at like a high-end sauna.
Well, they're kind of self-explanatory. Creating her own spells does mean they can pretty much be anything. Take one of her summons, for example, which are effectively creatures reliant on magic to survive. So what happens when you combine unicorns, stampedes, and war?
Oh, I know this one! Warnicorn Stampede! Now I get where Spider with a top hat came from.
I
Spider's
still
one
don't.
of Star's self-professed most powerful summons, with his own minigun to boot.
So naturally, she can kick monsters' butts with her spells thanks to her magical wand.
I
But
still
she
don't see
better
how
watch
she's
out,
taking
'cause a lot
Steven
of those
Universe, 'cause
monsters
she's
wanna
not.
use it for themselves.
Her wand combined with her training means she has some incredible destructive power. She's blasted apart walls, temples, and a throne room. Her mother even said her wand could blow up a universe, and one of her ancestors did exactly that.
Yeah, Star's ancestor Skywind wanted to make something explode one day. So why not an entire dimension?
Y'all enjoy the
Remember that book
ads.
we mentioned earlier, Skywind recorded her experience specifically so her successors would know what to do if they also wanted to destroy a dimension. So Star should be able to do this, since she's known to be an incredibly strong princess on top of being the heir to the Butterfly Spellbook.
Speaking of destroying things, her thermonuclear butterfly blast has wrecked a house. And according to Star, her mega explosive crystal laser is powerful enough to obliterate planets. But she just likes to use it to play with cats. bats like a laser pointer.
Star has spells for more than just
Interesting.
destruction, though, like her Bunny Rabbit Blast, which she's used to catch up to cars. And one of the monsters she's fought, Meteora, has deflected lightning. Being able to fight on par with Meteora means Star's able to reach speeds over Mach 1000. But if all that wasn't enough for you, once Star went through puberty,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
she learned how to access and control her far more powerful Butterfly 4.
Now that's a set of wings. I just wish peering into her eyes wasn't like peering into the 9 layers of hell.
It's obviously a stand-in for puberty. Star compared the process of attaining it to, quote, suddenly looking at boys as if they were made of bacon. Like you've never eaten it in your life, and all you want to eat is bacon.
So what you're saying is if I eat enough bacon, I can get magical powers?
Anyway, through her time
What
in
is he
various
on?
dimensions, fighting monsters and defending her friends, Star's become strong enough on her own that she no longer
Welcome
needs
back
her
from
wand.
the
In
ads.
fact, her wand only ever served as training wheels to help her harness this magic
Welcome
herself.
back.
Soon enough, though, she realized monsters weren't actually the bad guys. So she started to fight for them instead of against them.
This wasn't a popular decision with humans, but Star knew it was the right choice and followed through. Unfortunately,
Humans
the fighting
is
continued,
crazy.
and Star realized in order to truly quell the conflict, she needed to fight magic itself.
So her mother, her great whatever grandmother, and Meteora all banded together to cast the Whispering Spell in the realm of magic.
This spell is designed to silence or end magic, and when cast within the realm of magic, it destroyed magic itself. All of
Whoa.
it.
But doesn't that mean she killed all the magical creatures across the different dimensions because they need magic to survive?
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Well, after destroying magic and every magical creature in existence, Star was finally able to bring peace to Muni.
Star had a lot of growing
Wow.
up to do when she was sent to Earth, but she learned to control her powers and led her country
It's gonna
to
get
peace.
a little wild.
Mostly.
Now she's truly grown from her chrysalis into a butterfly.
Who's ready for a bloody, bloody bloodbath?
Oh wow. I still don't think she has
All right,
anything
commence our set. Run
on
the data through all possibilities.
Steven
But
Universe.
before we do, it's time to talk about our sponsors.
I'd like to take a moment to wish friends of the show Adam and Eve a very happy birthday.
Adam and Eve is
Like
crazy.
6,000
At check how many
The ones get
you only get
until you
at check.
And Adam and Eve is crazy. If you know, you know. Ooh.
Oh no! What happened?
Wait! Sorry, wait. I can fix it.
Okay, I think I have a better idea.
Oh.
Wow. Grumpy much. I'll cheer you up. Cupcake blast!
Huh? Stop, please.
Why would they? Oh, why are they fighting?
What did sandcastles ever do to you?
I don't know.
Oh, oh, weave. Oh. The starfish tsunami.
It's all right. Take your time.
Check this out!
Oh,
Ow.
yeah. There's no.
What's rude?
What's wrong with you? Just leave me
This dude.
See you later, Pinky!
Oh, oh. Steve Universe is not letting that pass. Ooh.
Goodbye, weird bug girl.
Oh. Oh.
Never surrender.
Oh. Oh my God. So they don't think Steve Universe is planetary?
Oh my gosh. I won!
There's no way they don't think Steve Universe is planetary.
Don't think she won what she thought she won there. Steven definitely had a better sandcastle.
With Steven's strength and healing abilities, Star was definitely between a gem and a hard place initially. And when Steven went pink, made it a whole lot tougher on her.
And since Steven was an alien gem and not technically magic, Star's whispering spell couldn't touch him. But she still had the advantage in the end. Steven was
How?
physically superior, at least to Star's everyday appearance. Star can survive explosions worth a few dozen tons of TNT, but he could match Garnet's mountain-busting might.
However, everyone knows this matchup would rarely ever resolve in fisticuffs. Even with how
That's
out
facts.
there some of Steven's powers were, the sheer versatility of Star's magic was simply not something he was equipped to outmaneuver or overpower.
Sure, his laser feats mean he was faster than Star in her lightning feats, but Star's butterfly form and transportation magic meant she had plenty of ways to work around that. Not to mention, she mastered her super-powered bug form while Steven never mastered Pink State. And she didn't even need her wand to go full power, so disarming
That's
her
insane.
big jack squat.
It is possible Steven could match the power of the Diamond Trio, since Pink Diamond was able to defend against them alone. 843 million tenajoules, or about 2 tenatons of TNT, is certainly nothing to scoff at.
But Star had spells that could destroy a whole planet, and probably even
Yeah,
a
but he is
universe.
definitely planetary.
Unintended. She could basically one-up any level of power Steven tried to throw at her, even if he did go full pink monster mode.
Steven was pushed to the limit and gave it his best, but Star's raw power and her versatile spellcasting were impossible to beat.
Butterfly
Okay.
on home,
Okay.
Star. You've had a gem you would win.
The winner is Star Butterfly.
I don't think that. Bro, how am I getting all these
Thank
wrong?
you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next match.
There's no way I'm losing all these. How am I losing these, gang? It's not that I'm a fan of Steven. I just think he honestly has better feats than Star Butterfly. Like, just in all honesty, I thought he had better feats than Star Butterfly. I know that's crazy. No, I know that's crazy. But I'm just like thinking of it like realistically. Like his peak form should have. He has more, in my opinion, he has more feats than Star Butterfly. Yeah, Magic. Yeah, I give her arsenal is definitely much more versatile, unique, flexible. But dang, I at least rank Steven Universe far beyond planetary. I feel like he could easily take a planet over, but I guess her only planetary ability she has was enough for Steve Universe. That broke my heart. That broke my heart. All right, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I will be back. Y'all just sit here and vibe. All right, gang. BRB, BRB. How we doing? What we up to? What we up to? What we up to, bro? Got me some more food. Went to the bathroom. Got me some more water. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? All right, we got time for like one more. Let's get one more. Let's get one more in, and then we can end. All right. I low-key want to do the Kung Fu Panda one. We got to do the Kung Fu Panda one. We got to do the Kung Fu Panda one.
Danny Rand, Marvel's immortal Iron Fist.
And boom!
My fault. Music's gone.
The way
Music's gone.
Kung Fu can be full of hardship, but these two unlikely masters have shown that with the right training and determination, anyone can walk the path of the Dragon Warrior.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Facts.
Every 10 years in the mountains of Tibet, the mystical lost city of Kunlun will appear, forever guarded by a legendary warrior, the Iron Fist.
Naturally, one
Yep.
of the Iron Fist's
The
former
Tibetan
apprentices,
monks.
Wendell Rand, thought I should really bring my wife and kid to visit the Kung Fu Super City. Best family vacation ever.
But not so naturally, Wendell's business partner tagged along, Harold Meacham, who, surprise, had less than noble intentions.
So Wendell was sent off a cliff, and his son Danny won the tragic backstory lottery when his mom died protecting him from wolves. Never trust a Harold, folks.
Danny survived and was adopted by the people of Kunlun. Within the city's walls, he spent his formative years tirelessly training in pursuit of revenge.
He's mastered judo, Muay Thai, Aikido, pressure points, pretty much every cool fighting style around. He also gained a weird habit of shouting, "Heart of the Dragon," whenever he's surprised. Oh, you know that guy's got at least like 6 silk dragon shirts in his closet.
That would be interesting foreshadowing, for when Danny turned 19, he had the chance to become the next Iron Fist. But he had to overcome one final challenge, the immortal dragon, Shu Lao.
And like a badass,
Shu
Danny walked
Lao.
up to Shu Lao's front door. Then, get this, bear hugged the dragon until it fell unconscious, netting Danny a sweet chest tattoo and the chance to plunge his hands deep into the dragon.
Boomstick!
What? I was gonna say the creepy cauldron holding its heart. What are you thinking?
Wow.
This act infused Shu Lao's chi with Danny's, making him the newest, the immortal Iron Fist.
With his newfound power, Iron Fist did what any vengeful orphan would and left Kunlun to track down the bastard who killed his parents.
Facts.
However, when he found Harold, all the Iron Fist saw was a broken man. So he spared him, casting aside his past anguish to become a hero.
Oh, great. Another lesson about how revenge is bad and all that crap. Wiz, when I find those chickens that did in my grandpappy, make sure I finish the job.
I'll put it on my calendar.
Oh,
Thanks to
Lord.
his friend Luke Cage, Iron Fist was able to reconnect with the real world and co-found a team, the Heroes for Hire.
And when he wasn't superheroing, Iron Fist was actually a pretty good dude who used his money to start a soup kitchen.
Hey.
Yet another superhero who is secretly a billionaire by inheritance.
Together, the Heroes for Hire fought many villains, like Incinerator, Master Khan, and the White Man.
Hell yeah, down with the establishment, Danny!
No, I mean he fought a mob boss actually named White Man.
Well,
Wow.
Whitey better watch out, because Iron Fist isn't just a fancy title. Danny can harden his fist on impact, hypnotize his foes, accelerate his healing, make close-range Kamehameha kabooms, and even a giant energy dragon. Look at it.
Many of these chi powers were learned through the aptly named Book of the Iron Fist. A
Yup.
relic that has been held by every past Iron Fist. It even lets Danny open portals across dimensions back to Kunlun.
Yeah, that's
I
cool
did
and
not
all,
know
but
that.
Why does he wear ballet
What is
slippers?
What
You
is
know
up?
these
What is
shoes
up?
don't
Welcome
exactly
back, Pookie
strike
Batman,
fear
into the
enemy,
chat. How you
know?
doing, Bats? How you doing?
Pretty standard. Anyway, Iron Fist can absorb not just chi, but all manner of naturally occurring power, like electromagnetism.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, so that's why he wears the slippers.
Danny can react
working.
in a
I hear you. I
microsecond,
hear
punch
you.
apart a
Get to
hammer
that work, bro.
helicarrier,
Get to that
and has
work.
delivered strikes comparable to hydrogen bombs. And being the Iron Fist, he is also one of the most martially skilled heroes in all of Marvel.
This
That's
guy
true.
can go toe-to-toe with Boy Scout super soldiers like Captain America and the friendly neighborhood light-dodging Spider-Man. He even defeated the evil demon Mara. No, not the ball demon. I'm talking about the bull demon.
And
Wow.
absorbing enough electromagnetic
Wow,
energy,
I was
he
not
pushed apart
expecting to
this
see
crane,
that photo
surviving the resulting
on
explosion
YouTube.
that had enough force to, and I quote, make Hiroshima look like a sparkler.
Not so sensitive analogy aside, it's clear Iron Fist's fist. Glove? Closed hand has some serious power. One time, he took in the chi of all the people of Kunlun to become this rad kung fu skeleton man. Watch out, he's got a bone to pick with crime.
All to fight an eldritch
LMAO.
Terminator called The One, who Danny had previously defeated.
I'm not gonna see all the death battles, by the way, so half of these are gonna be new to me. Oh, okay.
It found Daddy Wendy himself and decided, hey, I should really take this guy's head and plop it onto my body. What the f? Who wrote this?
Schrodinger's dad aside, Iron Fist is one of the deadliest Marvel heroes out there. No matter the
Facts.
challenge, he will always be there to keep the balance between Kunlun and the outside world.
I earned the Iron Fist, and no one can take that from me. Not even you.
He sounds like a inherited billionaire.
Legend tells of a dragon warrior so skilled and deadly in martial arts that his foes would go blind from overexposure to pure awesomeness. A fighter of unrivaled power, wisdom, and rotundity.
Kung Fu Panda got
This
this.
is Zhao Po Ping, a panda born in the Valley of Peace. For the longest time, this valley only knew, well, peace.
But everything changed when Gary opened the Peacock and his army attacked.
Lord Shen received a prophecy saying his conquest would be stopped by a warrior of black and white, a panda.
So, in a fit of paranoia, Shen decided to genocide every panda in existence, forcing Poe's mom to part with her baby as he moses away in a radish box. Jeez, we got real dark with the sequel, huh?
After some obligatory drama, Poe was taken in by a literal father goose named Ping.
With his expert
Facts.
guidance, Poe trained day and night to be a waiter at a noodle restaurant. Not the hardline warrior life I was expecting.
It was Poe's dream to be a martial artist. He idolized all things kung fu, going so far as to make action figures of his heroes, the Furious Five.
That was smart.
However, he never expected to have the chance to actually explore that dream until the day of the Dragon Ceremony, where Master Oogway would select a chosen one to lead a new era of kung fu as the Dragon Warrior.
Ooh.
And to the shock of everyone, Master Oogway chose him. Talk about a freak accident.
There are no accidents, Boomstick. Despite some setbacks, Poe was actually quite gifted. He just needed the right motivation, a carrot on a stick.
Or more accurately,
A dumpling.
Next to the Furious Five, Poe experienced the classic Shaolin animal styles, which are actual practice martial arts. Tiger style
Facts.
uses ferocious combos. Monkey style has unpredictable acrobatics. Mantis style uses fast strikes. Viper style implements fluid movements. And Crane style is all about sweeping hits.
But none of them suited Poe, so he made his own. You guessed it, Panda style.
Panda
Which is
style.
inspired by the real-world dragon style, but mostly based around using his roundness for defense, wearing down enemies until he gets an opening.
W.
His body can stop just about anything. Falls, pressure point attacks, and even a club to the face. When he isn't overwhelming you with his pure fatness, Poe can launch a Hadouken with the thundering windhammer, immobilize foes with the paralyzing shoulder touch, and blind you with the Golden Lotus Clap! Oh god, it's like looking into the sun!
But you have to be careful or you could blind yourself with it.
What? Why wasn't that at the beginning of the instructions? We never saw Poe do this in the movies!
Poe has been in much more than movies, like TV shows, where he picked up a lot of new powers, such as the hero's chi, a life force passed on to a
Ooh.
chosen every generation.
This shonen power-up lets Poe counter mind control, shoot beams of energy, and make a giant dragon construct that devours pretty much anything.
And of course, possessing the hero's chi makes Poe comparable to the previous owners of it.
Including the Black Tortoise, who was powerful
Oh.
enough to stop this huge meteor from hitting Earth. Poe even defeated this dude who would absorb the collective chi of the greatest fighters across China.
Poe's achievements gave him the admiration of his peers, but his journey to becoming a legend wasn't easy.
Yeah, big
Facts.
shocker, the orphaned panda dragon warrior raised by a goose in a noodle shop had a bit of an identity crisis. But through it all, Poe proved he can hang with the best of them.
He can evade lightning blasts, chuck a hammer into low orbit, and once cleared an entire cloud formation with just the flex of his pinky.
This is his signature technique, the Wuxi finger hold, a move that warps anyone caught in it to the spirit realm.
AKA
Shadoosh.
the afterlife. No, really, characters who have canonically died can be found here. And even should Poe be unable to complete the hold, he can always use it on himself to bring his target to the spirit realm with him.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. The Shadoosh is crazy.
Death isn't always permanent. I mean, thanks to Poe's chi mastery, he can travel back home no problem.
And eventually, he overcame the tragedy of his past and found his
I think Iron Fist has the more tragic backstory. I'm not gonna lie.
A trick that proved handy when it came time to defeat that asshole Gary Oldman who killed his mom. You show him, Jack Black.
I watched all the movie parts again in
Poe now
seconds.
stands ready to teach
Facts.
the next generation, alongside his original father, who apparently survived, head and all.
What a nice ending.
After mastering Chi, returning from the spirit realm, and saving all of China, Poe has finally realized who he truly is.
I am the Dragon Warrior.
Get it? See the giant dragon?
Good narration. Facts.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you like cool, goofy cartoons like Kung Fu Panda, check out Rooster Teeth's new show, Neon Convening.
Ooh, what is that?
Hey, everyone!
Rooster Teeth?
My mom told me last night when you encounter enemies, you're
Ruby
going in
is
the
one
right
of my
direction.
favorite shows. Reference of Black is great too.
Fire a warning shot. What the shit was
It
that?
feels like my ADHD is taking over. What is happening?
Hey! You can't just build whatever you want and ruin my view! Get roasted! You're all my good boys and girls! Are you okay?
What is happening?
Okay, I'm gonna restart.
Oh, for f***'s sakes!
You're my only son, don't dab me.
An angel hamster wants your aid because Spat is an asshole. Have I convinced anyone?
What is happening?
Up top, down low. Aw.
Ruby, we love this show.
So that's what it feels like.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Wow! That was awesome! You were like, "Wah," and then went shot-a-booey! Who are
Valid.
I am the dragon.
you? No way! Me too! Do you want to spar?
With you? All right, buddy. Show me what you got.
Oh yeah, may the best dragon win!
Ooh,
Dragon strike!
ooh, ooh. They're throwing hands actually in this episode. They throwing hands.
Focus. Focus.
Nice.
You can
Ooh.
use Chi too?
Ooh,
Interesting.
So cool!
ooh, oh, yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh my god.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Saved by the plot. Saved by the plot.
How about we both stop holding back?
Totally!
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, oh, ow, hey. Nice.
Oh, that tickles! Kinda like this!
What are you doing?
Oh, you know this hold?
No?
Oh, well, you're about to learn it. Hey!
He's not going.
Okay, it's time for me.
Well, nice.
Nice view, huh? Golden Lotus Back! Oh. Yeah!
Yep.
Feel the power of teeth!
Ooh, the skeleton one. Ooh.
dragon. Still fighting. Spirit of the dragon, lend me your power.
Ooh. Weave. Ooh. Yep, nah, you can. Yep. I knew Panda was gonna win this one. Go ahead, Poe. Go ahead, Poe. A W for the Panda community. A W for the Panda community. You already know what it is. You already know what it's about, baby. You already know what it's about, baby.
Whoa! I did not see that coming. I guess
I knew.
got his fill of iron, am I right? You sure the Panda winning wasn't some fluke accident, though?
There are no accidents, Boomstick. But due to his credit, Iron Fist's superior speed did help him hold out for a time.
Yeah, Poe could evade lightning, while Danny could move in a microsecond and hang with light timers.
And while Poe was very skilled, his experience didn't quite stack up to Danny's, who has been training all his life.
And that's about where this chubby panda starts taking all the wins. Poe's mastery of chi could counter Danny's hypnosis, and his fat belly stopped any pressure point shenanigans. In fact, anything Iron Fist could dish out, Poe could bounce back from. Sometimes literally.
Iron Fist punches have been compared to hydrogen bombs, which sometimes cap at 50 megatons. However, when compared to the not tactfully described exploding train, he could have around 10,000 times the power of the Little Boy bomb.
Putting Iron Fist's maximum potential at 150 megatons of TNT. Really powerful, but Poe had it beat.
Poe could clear away this giant cloud formation with just his whooshy fingerhold, a technique he mastered before he even knew chi existed. With chi, Poe and other fighters like him have done far more insane feats.
Like the Black Tortoise and that extinction-level meteor stuff. Something that would require, just a little over 600,000 times more power than the Iron Fist insensitivity punch.
At first glance,
wow.
incredible speed
Wow,
and
that's a
skill
lot
might
of
make this
sixes.
result seem far-fetched, but look at it this way. Poe's entire style is about taking hits from faster opponents until he gets his opening, making this the exact kind of match he would excel in.
Not to mention, Poe's whooshy fingerhold was an instant win, right?
Well, kind of. As long as Danny had the Book of the Iron Fist, he could theoretically make a portal out of the Spirit Realm, assuming Poe didn't eat him first.
And remember, after coming to terms with his conflicting emotions and returning from the Spirit Realm, Poe had gained true mindfulness.
Not unlike the path to enlightenment taken to achieve nirvana.
Man, that's some heavy stuff for a cartoon bear voiced by Jack Black.
This sort of implies Poe can move between the mortal realm and the afterlife at will, making it questionable if death by conventional means even matters to him, crazy as it sounds.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Overwhelming toughness, counters, and power, Iron Fist wasn't putting him down in the first place. He just didn't have the stomach to bear it.
The winner is Poe.
Yep.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. Come back next week to see previews of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some DB merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
Valid, very valid. W's in the chat, bro. W's in the chat for that. That was fire. That was gas. That was gas, bro. That was really gas. But we are back. We are about to have some fun, bro. I appreciate you for stopping by this wonderful and beautiful Monday, bro. Y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all's week, bro. I will see y'all back here Friday at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time to 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will be having some blasts. We had an idea for Sunday. We were going to play this new game called wait, what was it called? Not State of Decay. What was it called? Rules of something. Rules of something. But it turns out it's not even out yet, bro. Hop on Discord, I have a stream game. I got you, bro. I got you. But yeah, it's not even out yet. So we're going to have to figure out something else. And it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But thank y'all so much for stopping by. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I hope y'all have a fantastic night, bro. All your bed bugs bite. And y'all have a great day. Who should we raid, bro? Who do you think is still alive enough to raid? Am I gonna raid somebody? Yes. Yes. That's what I'm looking at. I'm gonna see if Willem, bro. Chloe is drawing. Okay. I mean, I don't have any other. Nobody else is giving me any other recommendations, so I'm okay with that. CHLOE. Oh, Chloe is she playing Lethal Company? I think that's what she's doing right now, is playing Lethal. Yeah, because you're in there. You're in there. Start watching. No, I've never even seen Lethal.